My name is Brian Whitaker. I am the CIO of Assystem Energy and Infrastructure Limited. We are a UK-based organisation with a parent in France. We work within the nuclear sector to help drive the current transition towards a low-carbon economy. We've been with SCG a little over 5 years. They provide the managed service for us, which includes our network, the hardware and the platforms that we use to distribute information around our 10 sites. We used SCG partly because we were separating from a larger organisation. The challenge that represented to us was the fact that we didn't really have a large IT team and the skills that were required to manage the network in a way that was appropriate for the type of business that we were. So when we were looking around about how to address that, it was either to invest heavily and build up a network management team, which would have been inappropriate at the point while we were extracting ourselves from the parent, or to look to some specialists to provide that for us. We went and used SCG because they had all of that skills that we required, and it was appropriate, it was financial, and it also helped us to deliver the optimum network for our sites as we were doing that, and alleviated some of the risks associated with what was quite a complex extraction from that business. We've grown quite dramatically actually, and one of the reasons that we've been able to do that has been through the use of SCG. As an example, when we were extracting ourselves all that time ago, we really only had 3 primary offices. We're now at 10 offices. We've changed in terms of our overall revenues from roughly 20 million. We're shortly to hit 100 million. And our staff have grown from, again, somewhere between 200 to 300, and we're now at 1,200. So SCG has been fundamental in that by providing a reliable, scalable solution to us with a performant network with which our business, and I think the good way to say that in terms of the CIO, the network is not considered in daily operations. And of course, as sometimes the unfortunate success of being a CIO is IT works in the background and it's not seen as anything in the foreground, and that's a good sign, and that's how we operate. So we're seeing a considerable growth as we grow in the secure work that we do, and that's causing us to again look at our internal networks to develop those further, and I can see a role for SCG as we pick that up. I'd say we've got a true partnership. And why do I say that? I think because we've both been on a journey. We've got through that journey together. SCG has clearly been growing whilst we've been growing. There's been a few pains along the way. The experience that I've had then as we've engaged with yourselves has been positive. Individuals have listened when we felt there have been problems. We've seen positive action taking out of that and to correct the points that were raised. And I'm sat here today because you did that. And I want others to understand that there were challenges. We addressed them in a positive way. People walked away and they fixed them. It wasn't a matter of apologies, there was real action and it was taken place. And I'm delighted to say that's what you've delivered for us. That's why I'm here today. Fundamentally, the reason we also chose you in the early days was because the people that we were engaged with listened to us. They talked with us about our challenges. They knew what our business was about, and they took us on that journey. And we wanted to work with you more. At the end of the day, the point is that people buy from people, and you've got a great bunch of people.